Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the Colts, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
He navigates, he manipulates, he cycles through progressions with laser-like focus, and he can make any tough throw that you need because he'll stand in the pocket and make it happen.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now it's Luck. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
I was a fan of Morris Claiborne's coming out of LSU. I thought he was exactly what you were looking for in the NFL in a cornerback. Long, ability to run, willing to play against the run and tackle as well. His biggest issue? Staying healthy in the NFL. When so, he ends up having big years. Now he gets that great opportunity to play on in New York.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's complete to Graham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Here's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing on 3rd down. Long. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's Mack. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. 1 quarter in the books. 10-zip our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a guy who only became a starter relatively late in his career. It's the well-traveled veteran, Josh McCown.
It may feel to us fans that Josh McCown's been in the league for about 30 years now, but it was the 2002 draft that delivered him to the NFL. And how does he stay in the league for so long? Great teammate, terrific leadership skills, knows that he can help develop young quarterbacks, and when called upon to play, usually delivers.
It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now McCown. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And McCown's throw there, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
McCown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Oh, look at the juke. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Off of play action, Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. Ebron caught left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Luck on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. A shotgun snap for Luck. His pass caught at the 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarter?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first is McCown. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still third down.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's McCown. Dumps off to Powell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Luck. Ebron's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Luck going to keep it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 4. And finally brought down at the 38. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Whitehead, the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well. McCown now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. McCown throwing on second to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. On first down, McCown. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Margus Hunt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job. And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Shotgun here for McCown. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. McCown giving to Powell on the draw. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Working from the gun. McCown. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw is McCown. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. McCown now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Again, it's McCown. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. McCown looks to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Santos with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team, and that should just about put a capper on this one.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Luck gonna throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.